Certainly. Episode 4 of The Day of the Jackal is a turning point in the story, where both the Jackal's personal and professional lives become increasingly precarious. Below is a detailed breakdown of the episode's key events. 1. The Jackal's predicament in France. The Jackal, continuing his covert journey across Europe, faces an unexpected complication. While driving through rural France, he is involved in a minor car accident. This seemingly mundane event quickly spirals out of control when a local police officer arrives at the scene and discovers a hidden firearm in the Jackal's vehicle. Realizing the risk of his cover being blown, the Jackal is forced to take drastic action. He kills both the officer and the other driver to eliminate witnesses. This act underscores his cold, calculated nature and his willingness to do whatever it takes to maintain anonymity. However, the incident increases pressure on him, as law enforcement becomes more vigilant in their search for the elusive assassin. 2. Nuria's growing suspicion. Nuria, the Jackal's wife, begins to suspect that her husband is hiding significant secrets. Her suspicions are heightened when she discovers a concealed room in their home, filled with maps, documents, and other items pointing to clandestine activities. The Jackal, sensing Nuria's mistrust, manipulates her into meeting him in Paris. There, he spins a fabricated story about being involved in industrial espionage, claiming that his dangerous work is almost over. While this explanation temporarily placates Nuria, it's clear that cracks are forming in their relationship. This subplot adds emotional depth to the story, showing how the Jackal's double life is not only endangering him but also the people closest to him. 3. Bianca's investigation intensifies. MI6 agent Bianca Pullman becomes increasingly determined to uncover the Jackal's identity and stop his operations. Her investigation takes a critical turn when she uncovers a potential lead, Alexander Duggan, a British Army veteran believed to be dead, who might be linked to the Jackal's activities. This discovery hints at the possibility of the Jackal having assumed Duggan's identity, complicating efforts to track him. However, Bianca's pursuit of the truth comes with personal risks. Larry Stoke, a dangerous operative working for the Jackal's employers, targets Bianca. In a tense confrontation, Larry takes her daughter hostage. Demonstrating her resourcefulness and resolve, Bianca manages to wound Larry and rescue her child. This personal attack deepens Bianca's commitment to bringing the Jackal to justice, adding emotional stakes to her mission. 4. The Jackal's mission in Tallinn. The Jackal arrives in Tallinn, Estonia, where he is preparing for a high-profile assassination. His target is Old Dad Charles, UDC, a tech billionaire whose death is crucial to the goals of the organization that hired the Jackal. While scouting the venue for the assassination, the Jackal encounters an unexpected mishap, narrowly avoiding injury or capture. Despite this, he presses on with his preparations, showcasing his resilience and adaptability. As the episode progresses, internal tensions within the Jackal's organization come to light. Leonora Boggs, a high-ranking member of the group, confronts the Jackal, hinting at disagreements about the mission's execution or his methods. This interaction suggests that the Jackal's employers may not be as unified as they appear, potentially setting the stage for betrayals or conflicts in future episodes. Themes and takeaways. Episode 4 delves deeper into the psychological and moral complexities of the characters. The Jackal is portrayed as a man of extraordinary skill and determination, but his actions increasingly isolate him from others, including his wife. Meanwhile, Bianca's struggle against overwhelming odds highlights the personal costs of pursuing justice. The episode also explores themes of identity and trust. The Jackal's ability to assume new personas and manipulate those around him contrasts sharply with the growing mistrust and division among his allies and enemies alike. These dynamics add layers of intrigue and tension to the narrative. What to expect next? As the series progresses, viewers can anticipate the fallout from the Jackal's actions in France and whether they will lead to his exposure. Bianca's continued investigation, including how the Alexander Duggan lead will play into the larger story. The outcome of the Jackal's mission in Tallinn and how internal conflicts within his organization might complicate his plans. This episode sets the stage for heightened stakes, as the Jackal's pursuers close in and his world begins to unravel. Welcome back, everyone! In today's video, we're breaking down episode 5 of The Day of the Jackal, a pivotal chapter in this thrilling cat-and-mouse game between the notorious assassin, the Jackal, and the determined MI6 agent, Bianca Pullman. In this episode, the tension rises as both characters take huge steps toward their ultimate goals. Let's dive in and unpack everything. In episode 5, the stakes are higher than ever. The Jackal, who has spent the series planning and preparing for his mission, is in Budapest, fine-tuning the final details of his assassination plot. Meanwhile, Bianca Pullman is intensifying her investigation, determined to stop him before he carries out his plan. This episode is a turning point in the story, as both characters become more desperate and determined than ever. Their pursuit of each other feels like a game of chess, each making calculated moves to outwit the other. Let's first focus on the Jackal. One of the most impressive things about his character is his meticulous planning. In this episode, he works with Norman Stoke, a weapons expert, to craft a specialized firearm for his mission. This isn't just any weapon, it's a sniper rifle that can be disassembled and concealed inside an orthopedic boot. Why is this important? The Jackal understands that his mission isn't just about killing his target, it's about getting in and out undetected. The boot rifle represents his genius for thinking through every possible scenario. He knows security will be tight, so he prepares by creating a weapon that can bypass even the most thorough searches. This shows just how cold and calculating he is. Every detail is carefully thought out to ensure the mission succeeds. It's a great example of how the Jackal is not just a killer, but a master strategist. This scene also highlights the technical side of the plot, showing how well-planned and precise everything is. The custom rifle is not just an object, it's part of a larger puzzle that the Jackal is piecing together to make his mission successful. Now, let's turn our attention to Bianca Pullman. While the Jackal is busy preparing his weapons, Bianca is working tirelessly to track him down. We see her interrogating Larry, one of the Jackal's associates, who has been captured. Bianca's sharp mind and relentless pursuit are on full display here. She pushes Larry to reveal information that could help her locate the Jackal, and she does so with the confidence of an agent who has dedicated herself to stopping this assassin. Her investigation quickly leads her to Norman Stoke in Budapest. While the Jackal is busy with his plans, Bianca is piecing together the puzzle of his network. The cat-and-mouse dynamic is in full effect. Bianca is closing in on the Jackal, and though she's aware of his resourcefulness, she refuses to back down. This sets up a fascinating contrast between the Jackal and Bianca. One is calculating, always thinking 2 steps ahead, while the other is determined, resourceful, and relentless in pursuit. Bianca represents justice, while the Jackal represents the cold, impersonal force of assassination. Both characters are so well matched in their intellect and their drive, which makes the tension so palpable. The climax of the episode happens when Bianca and her team close in on Norman Stoke in Budapest. The confrontation is intense, as Bianca has managed to track down one of the key players in the Jackal's operation. But things take a sharp turn when the Jackal intervenes. In a tense moment, the Jackal shoots Norman to protect his identity and his mission. This is a pivotal moment in the episode because it shows just how ruthless the Jackal truly is. He's not just an assassin who kills for money, he's someone who will eliminate anyone in his way, even someone who has helped him. Norman's death is a direct reflection of the Jackal's singular focus. Nothing can stand in the way of his mission. This action also underscores the Jackal's coldness. He's not just an assassin for hire, he's a man with a single purpose, and he'll stop at nothing to achieve it, even if it means killing someone he has worked with. It also makes the Jackal a much more tragic figure. He's willing to sacrifice anyone to protect his identity, including people who were once allies. After the shooting, the episode shifts into high gear with a thrilling chase. Bianca, now more determined than ever, leads her team through the woods surrounding Budapest, trying to track down the Jackal before he can escape. The chase scene is tense and visually captivating, showing the lengths Bianca will go to in order to capture him. However, the Jackal is one step ahead. His expertise in evading capture is on full display, as he uses the environment and his knowledge of the area to outsmart Bianca and her team. Despite Bianca's relentless pursuit, the Jackal escapes once again. This moment highlights his intelligence, resourcefulness, and cold efficiency. It's also a reminder of the stakes of the series. The Jackal is dangerous, smart, and incredibly elusive, while Bianca is equally determined, driven by the need to stop him before it's too late. The tension in this scene is palpable, and it shows just how high the stakes have become. So what themes are explored in this episode? One key theme is loyalty, or rather the lack of it. The Jackal's decision to kill Norman, someone who helped him prepare for the mission, reveals his total lack of loyalty. His mission comes first, and he'll eliminate anyone who could jeopardize it. This ruthlessness makes him a compelling but morally ambiguous character. He's not a traditional villain, he's a man driven by a singular goal, and he won't let anything stand in his way. On the other hand, Bianca represents the moral clarity of law enforcement. She's not just chasing a man, she's chasing a ghost, and yet she remains steadfast in her mission. She doesn't bend the rules to get what she wants. Her pursuit is based on a sense of justice, and even though she's constantly outwitted by the Jackal, she never loses hope. In this episode, the contrast between the Jackal's ruthlessness and Bianca's moral clarity is stark. Both characters are committed to their respective goals, but while the Jackal's focus is on completing his mission, Bianca's focus is on protecting innocent lives. The moral stakes of the series are set up perfectly here, as we see both characters willing to go to extreme lengths to achieve their goals. As we reach the end of episode 5, the tension between the Jackal and Bianca is only escalating. The Jackal has managed to stay one step ahead, but Bianca is more determined than ever. It's clear that this battle of wits and willpower is far from over, and the next episode promises even higher stakes. Both characters are locked in a deadly game, and it's anyone's guess who will come out on top. So, what do you think? Who's going to win this battle of intellect and determination, the Jackal or Bianca? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon for more breakdowns and analyses of the Day of the Jackal. Until next time, keep watching, keep theorizing, and stay tuned for more episodes.